All right, what's up guys? 15.4. We got handstand push-ups and cleans. Here's the workout. It's kind of weird. Here is, if you complete each round, on the side here we have exactly how many total reps you have. So we got bridges here, I think 122, and then Panchik 147, something like that. So pre-workout, it doesn't take much, but you're gonna hit your T-spine, chest, and lats. Just loosen those bad boys up. Your shoulders are gonna get pretty fried. The clean, obviously do whatever you need for your hips, ankles, that kind of thing, but it's more gonna be about the handstand push-ups for most of you. Now on to the handstand push-ups. So first off, Josh Bridges, I think could have done a lot better in a couple different ways. The first mistake I think he made was doing strict handstand push-ups right off the bat. He was flying through them, and I think he just kind of tired his triceps out a little too quickly. So the first thing, I don't think anybody, so Josh Bridges is probably the best in CrossFit at handstand push-ups. So that means probably none of you should be doing strict at all. Just go kipping right out of the gate, and you're gonna last a lot longer. It's gonna be a little bit slower, but you're gonna last longer towards the end of the workout. Next, I think he, in general, both the handstand push-ups and the cleans, he was just going too fast out of the gate, and that caught up to him as far as his heart rate goes. Again, I think it's about the handstand push-ups, so that just comes down to your triceps and your shoulders fatiguing, so just take it slow right out of the gate. And we also have this new standard, so I'm gonna suggest smaller sets in general and to slow your pace a little bit. So your heels have to cross this line, so you want to make sure your kip is as efficient as possible, and you also, there's no reason to just fly through these. So be as powerful as possible. Make sure you're extending all the way at the top. Then moving on. So if you have any trouble at all with this new standard, I have two little options for you as far as suggestions go. One is get closer or more narrow. So you're gonna adjust your hands, and that's gonna make you a little bit taller, right? So if you're usually 6 inches away from the wall, you're gonna try like 3 inches, and that's gonna pick your feet up just a little bit. Also width, that's gonna make you a little bit taller. And the second one is you can just pick your heels up at the top. So if you point your toes, right, that puts your heel down here. And if you just keep your foot flat, that's gonna lift your heel up a little bit. I hope that makes sense. And then finally, here's our rep suggestions over here. So basically all we did here, first I started off, I had these really elaborate rep schemes. And it's just gonna come down to your personal preference. If you like descending sets or whatever, go ahead and change that up. But basically what I've done here is everybody's starting with 3, obviously. Then we go to 6. Then so I got basic, advanced, and elite. Should have started with that. But you're on the 3rd set, your set of 9 handstand push-ups. Or really, it starts even before that. Your basic is just doing 3. You're just doing 3s the whole way. Advanced, you're going to do 3, 6, 6, 3, then 3s the entire rest of the way. Elite, you're doing 3, 6, 6, 3, 6, 3, 3, then 3s the rest of the way. So the more advanced you get, you're just doing 1 extra set just to get, or 1 less set for a while just to get a little bit of a head start. But Scott Panchik is one of the best at handstand push-ups, and he started breaking them up right at 9. So I don't think anybody needs to get real aggressive with that. It's a pretty long workout. What's next? Cleans. Panchik was doing singles the entire time. He cleans somewhere around 370. So I don't really see any reason for any of you to do more than 1 at a time. If you're that strong and you can go more than 1, then it's probably not even necessary. You're not gonna gain that much time anyway. That's about it. Good luck.